Hey Gemini, welcome to your November 2018 reading. I am DarlingDTarot and I am bringing you just an overall, energies, what's going on, what you can expect. I see a lot of already a little bit of tougher energies for you this month, Gemini, but we will get through it and we will break everything down and we will get, going into December is really hopeful. Let me just tell you that off the bat. It is very hopeful. You're going to find a renewed hope going into December. Let's get right into this, okay? Let me just, first of all, point out, if you are a cross watcher, totally watch. I very much encourage that. I forgot to mention that in my last video. But yeah, I very much welcome cross watchers as well as Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Yeah, you can watch for really anything in your chart. So let's get right into this for November. So your first card we have is Tortoise, and it says, you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. And the point of this is, the interesting thing is, for the outcome for November, if you don't mind me skipping ahead, is the Two of Coins. And the idea of this is you're doing too much right now. You're doing way too much and you're scattering your energy. You're putting a little bit of yourself everywhere else except towards you. And I just really felt drawn, like those two were drawn together, that they were connected, that these cards were one and the same here. You're doing way too much, and I think you're really exhausting yourself. It's really creating an unbalance. This can create a little bit of a frustration in your life, or maybe make it a little hard in your relationships or, your personal relationships. Definitely take the time that you need to get balanced, though, this month. Take the time to meditate. Take the time to do mindful meditation. Take the time to, and by mindful meditation, I mean through hobbies, through, if you draw, if you paint, if you knit, if you do any of these things, really lose yourself in these hobbies. Don't put off your own needs. With Archangel Michael in reverse, this is the Angel Inspiration deck. This really suggests to me that you really need to listen more to your dreams. Obviously this represents Archangel Michael. He's the Archangel of strength and protection. And, he really, in this card, represents, are you paying attention to yourself, to your intuition, to your guides, to your angels, to your dreams? Are you paying enough attention to the things that you see at night? Are you having a strange dream that keeps reoccurring and you're really trying to figure out what it means? But you're kind of brushing off the main concept or point. But yeah, the point is here to just really reflect and really go through some introspection here about what it is that you want in life right now. Because if you're putting so much energy into everything, you're putting all your energy into a relationship and into your career and into your hobbies and into your family life and all this, if you're not focused genuinely on one thing, at a time, if you're always constantly in this energy of putting in your energy into every cup at every single time, it's going to bring a lot of trouble. But yeah, so let's get right into this and continue with the Wise Fool Tarot. I'm going to be reading out of the book because these are so long and beautiful. I think that the book really gives another aspect and another depth to this deck, and I really love it. So this is a man stands strong and holds up 2 rods. 2 more wands are offered by an ally spirit that assists from above. The man and his higher self can complete building his spiritual house. A home can be a physical or a spiritual place. Both are necessary in life. He has actualized the potential that was explored in the Three of Wands, and he will be rewarded for his generous aspiration. Inspiration helps motivate him to complete his project. A new self is developed or your project is finally completed. Now is a time of manifestation and gratitude. So this goes really into, also the idea of that you are too fragmented, that you're not grounded, but things are going to pay off. This very much makes me think that if you can approach this in a healthy way and approach this in a positive way, you can really bend this to your will and find something that's really, really going to be the best for you in this lifetime. This is going to be, a really, really awesome opportunity for you if you can balance out your home life and your career, your relationship and your children, your just stuff like that. You don't constantly want to just feel like you're juggling everything all the time. That's ridiculous. That's tiring. That's horrifying, Take that time to really just be one with yourself and to just relax. Do you see how relaxed he looks while he's like jamming with his higher self? Do you see that? He's not worrying about anything else that's going on in the house behind him. He's just worrying about himself at that moment and what he can learn from his divine self, So for the month of November, we have the Hermit, the Lovers in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. So for a lot of Gemini, I feel like, that are watching this video, I feel like maybe you might be alone right now, or, being alone to pursue your career, to pursue your dreams. This could be that, in the past, maybe a relationship you had didn't work out, or you thought that it was a spiritual union, but it wasn't, it left more than to be desired. So you went off and did some self-reflecting. This could also just be a Virgo that came into your life, Gemini. And maybe really shook things up, made you feel a little unsteady, and made you feel a little less than confident. This is someone who, it could be that they made you feel maybe too effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they made you feel like you're too emotional, you're too in your feelings, in your head, in involved in everything. You're too even motherly, to this person if you were in a relationship with them, and that is not a bad thing. You're not a bad person. I think that it's easy for you, Gemini, to get involved in many things and put all your irons into the fire at once and then just sit back and go, what have I done? And just go ahead and just continue on with whatever you've done. And, it's just because you get excited and you want to pursue things that really uplift you and that make your soul sing. It's really this idea of just going with the flow, being like the wind and just going and doing something. So I really feel like some, introspection and just looking deep within yourself and really doing that meditation and getting aware is really going to be what helps you and grounds you again. Because we want to be in the Empress upright. We don't want to be, in the reverse. For some, this is not for all. This is just for some Gemini. Some Gemini, I feel like maybe something could have happened, that you were pregnant and perhaps something happened to the baby that made the relationship kind of crumble. This is just circumstantial and just the situation. It is a good time to reflect and to go by yourself for a little bit. Don't ignore the people that you love, but don't ignore yourself either, because you have needs too. So moving on, for clarification of the Hermit card, we have the King of Wands in reverse. For the Lovers, we also have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I feel like if you were in a relationship with someone, this could have been, either a Virgo or a fire sign. But But I feel like one of you was wearing a mask of some sort, and you were just starting to, you or them were just starting to take it off, and were just starting to come out and say, hey, this is who I am, these are the things that I'm passionate about, stuff like that. But I think in a way, maybe it was you saw who this person was through this. When they took off their mask, you were like, whoa, you are nothing like who I dreamed of, who I thought I saw in my dreams, or maybe you had this feeling all along that this person wasn't really your soulmate, you were just chasing them because they made you feel good, they made you feel, very loved, very cared about, they were very affectionate, maybe. But this person, definitely you held on to them because you thought that it was something spiritual, but when they took off their mask, or maybe when you took off the mask, someone was like, wait a second, maybe this isn't completely right here. Maybe I'm keeping myself stuck in yeah, that actually makes sense. Myself stuck in a situation. When you say something and then it just doesn't sound right? One of those things. I talk too fast. So, it's keeping yourself stuck in a situation that really is unhealthy, a relationship that doesn't serve you. The point of relationships is that if they are meant to be and they are a beautiful union, they will come back regardless of what happens in your life, regardless of the people that you're friends with, regardless of the careers that you take on, the ideas you take on, the dreams. The people that are meant to be in your life will always be there regardless. Really keep that in mind this month, Gemini. There are a lot of people that are going to be on your side and, really support you. Don't worry about it this month. If you're going through something rough with someone else, definitely take some time for yourself. Listen to music. Take a bath. Take care of yourself. Daydream. Go back to doing the things that you liked to do when you were a kid. Don't focus on this person who, was sometimes could be very strong energy, very demeaning, but also cowardly. I think that in a way they were scared to take off the mask for the longest time because in a way for some Gemini, I think that they knew that you would know that they weren't the person that they were supposed to be. Because this card in the upright is all about, you think that the person who has the most power here is this king, but it's actually the lion here on the floor that is the real king, at the end of the day. So, and it could be that you realized, hey, maybe this person isn't all they seem to be. But, overall, try to balance yourself. Try to take care of yourself. You're going to go into December feeling very hopeful, feeling very happy, feeling like you can start anew. Definitely embrace that and embrace any changes that come into your life graciously. Don't overwork yourself, Gemini, and just take care of yourself. If you need to, take a day where you go and, just relax, take a bath, listen to music, cook a nice meal, eat some nice food, watch a movie, whatever it is that, you need to do. But December is going to be wonderful. And I will see you on your next reading for December, Gemini. Also keep in mind that, not everyone is going to relate with these, obviously, as this is a general reading and there are a lot of people, a lot of energies in this world. So if you are interested in a personalized reading, I offer those on my Etsy page that goes by the name also of DarlingDTarot. I also post on my Instagram daily, so make sure to follow me on there if you have not already. If you like this video, make sure to thumbs up and also subscribe if you have not already to keep up with my channel. And yeah, so I will see you in your December reading, Gemini, and take care of yourself. Don't keep yourself in a relationship that drains you and makes you feel icky. Go back to that hopeful place. Go back to things that really make you feel lighthearted. Dream again, Gemini. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.